Welcome back to RT Talk, the show where we talk tea over tea. I'm your host, Arthur Price III. So, guys, we are officially back with the second but first video. Confusing. I'll explain later. But we're back with another episode. This is actually going to be technically, I'm kind of like doing some Avengers time zone level stuff with this video or these first two videos. But I just got done recording the video that's actually going to be the second video that I recorded as if it was the first video. But I wasn't really happy with it, and I changed my clothes because I actually am about to leave to go somewhere really quickly. And I was like, no, let me make a proper first video of 2026. So this will be officially the first video of 2026, but the second video that I post is going to reference itself as if it is the first video. But whatever, it's a video. You guys are getting two videos at the beginning of the year, so that's kind of like the explanation. But yeah, so if you are watching the second video, basically the same teas, same setup. So this is a Yerba Mate, just kind of showing off everything. Still got the incense burning, cherry blossom incense, and I've kind of already showed it. I mean, you guys will see all this stuff in the second video, but I just wanted to kind of gloss over things, just kind of touch base, and also just kind of give my New Year's resolutions. I think it's very important to have some kind of renewal or cleanse and just a goal that you want to work towards at the start of some new journey, whether it's a new year, relationships, whatever. And I'll talk all about that too. But again, we got the Yerba Mate, and Yerba Mate is supposed to be a tea that really represents cleansing and a renewal and all those things that honestly I think we all kind of need after a while. So let me take a quick little sip. I'm telling you, there are certain teas that, I mean, most teas I actually do really enjoy. But Yerba Mate is a tea that I feel like is just very versatile. You can have it hot, cold, sweet, unsweet. And no matter how often, I guess, you do have it, I don't think you really ever truly get tired of it. It's just such a balanced tea that anyone will really enjoy, and very forgiving too when you make it. So the cool thing about Yerba Mate, just really quick, it actually is an herbal tea. And so with herbal teas, you can actually re-steep them multiple times. So this is actually the second steep for the kind of first batch of like tea leaves that I put in here. So on the topic of renewal and cleansing and everything, I've been very open about it. Last year, or 2024, was very difficult for me, and then that kind of extended into 2025 as well. And I was just dealing with a lot of issues. I wasn't feeling as if I was getting the energy back from people that I was putting in, which I would say is like the main problem with me in general, because I feel like I'm just too nice of a person. There were just a lot of different things that I went through. And so kind of at the start of 2025, and I've even talked about in a prior video, there were a ton of people that I just simply cut off. And I really changed my perspective on life itself, but also just the people around me. I'll never forget, like I was actually just kind of talking with one of my friends who actually lives out in California. And we were just kind of discussing that one day. I had a kind of an aha moment where I was like, you know what? I want to actually put myself out there and meet other people. So from January, I would say all the way from January to September, I was just kind of in this constant frame of I'm alone. My only friends are the ones that don't even live close to me. I've cut off like 90% of the people I talk to. And so I was just kind of lonely, and I was just kind of like bored, and I just knew I needed to get out of the house. So I actually ended up downloading Hinge, or re-downloading Hinge, an app that I have a notoriously bad history with, honestly. I just wanted to see what was out there. And so I actually ended up going on quite a few dates. I mean, nothing really matriculated off of that. It just kind of made me realize the fact that I really was putting this much energy into meeting maybe like a friend, or even like a future girlfriend or whatever / wife, I don't know. It really and truthfully depleted me. I was depleted from the kind of start of the year where it was like, oh, okay, I'm cutting off all these people that I'm not really getting the reciprocation back from. And now I'm putting myself out there to meet other people. I feel like I've kind of overextended, if that makes sense. And so it just was kind of this cycle of, oh, meet someone, talk for a little bit, things fall off. Meet someone, talk for a little bit, things fall off. And so one situation that I would say that really kind of like made me come up with some of my New Year resolutions was really the fact that there was actually this one woman that I was talking to, and we were actually talking for quite a while, a couple of weeks, and it was actually going very, very well. Spoiler alert, we ended on good terms, but it really made me sad. And so it kind of made me realize, number one, I felt like I overextended myself, and number two, it was just one of those things where we were just kind of in two different spots in our lives. It was just kind of like a sad realization, and I just really didn't know how to really handle that other than kind of like close myself back off. And so when I closed myself back off, that's when I realized that I really need to go into this next year focused on myself, not necessarily extending out to other people. I don't think it's really bad in general to want to reach out to people and reconnect and talk and stuff. But at some point, you have to understand that sometimes like situations are just for you to walk away from. People are not going to stay the entire period of your life. No one is, actually. I mean, which is kind of like a heartbreaking reality in some ways, but it's just the fact of life. You have to really put yourself in the frame of mind of not necessarily being selfish, but really focusing on self-regulation and focusing on how to better yourself as a person and prepare yourself for those amazing people that you're going to meet. And so that's something that I do feel like I am going to do a better job of this year, which is actually like a New Year's resolution of mine, kind of the first one. I know that was kind of a lengthy explanation, but to really go out more and have fun. And I feel like I just really haven't had as much fun with my life, being that it's either track, studying, or working on a hobby of mine, like writing a new book, or maybe even like decorating or whatever. I don't know, or even like YouTube. So I'm actually going to a couple of Mardi Gras balls this year, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm also planning on taking a trip out to California. So shout out to my Californians. Might see y'all out there. Who knows? Record a Tea Talk video as well. But yeah, so I just really and truthfully am trying to do more outside of the norm for me, which is just run track, study, and write books. Because I mean, that's kind of boring. But I'm not doing it in a way where I'm trying to meet people. Like, that's the intention. But I do feel like you meet the right people in similar environments. Like, for example, some of the best friends I've ever made were actually in coffee shops, or even like track and field, or even in like bookstores, right? Where you're meeting people that have similar likes and dislikes, and those things, those friendships or relationships are just going to naturally take off. That's really and truthfully one of my New Year's resolutions this year, is to really put myself in spaces that I enjoy. And if I happen to find the right people, sure. But really and truthfully, just breaking that schedule up and not necessarily going into it with the intent of I'm going to meet someone, but staying open, but also being in control of how open I am. Because like I said, I felt like from 2024 up into the back end of 2025, I felt like I was just overextending. So that's something that I'm definitely working on this year. Another thing that I'm trying to work on this year is really being more organized. Like I do feel like I'm a pretty clean, organized person in general, but a lot of times I've kind of realized that I don't do well unstructured. And a lot of people, like, I mean, they even give me compliments as how structured I am. But at the smallest bit of inconvenience, I am not doing well. I like everything structured, scheduled. I mean, I write things down in my planner every single day. That's the kind of person I've always been. And when you come from a military family and a very academic warrior mindset, because that's kind of how my mom was when she was alive, those are things that really get passed down onto you. So I definitely want to work more with that, and hopefully have those opportunities be given to me based off of being prepared, based off of being organized and structured. So that's kind of like the second New Year's resolution I have, just really putting myself in the right situations to receive blessings and stuff. And that even goes in line with like my third resolution, which is I want to essentially be, and I've really worked on this kind of towards the middle part of 2025, but re-ground myself with God. I've always kind of had a rocky relationship with religion, and I don't really practice organized religion for personal reasons, but I do consider myself a Christian, and I do feel as if I want to really reconnect with God and form that connection with myself as well, to just really and truthfully learn more about the universe, learn more about God, learn more about myself, but also learn how I can be in service and be in servitude. And a lot of that was actually from my friend who actually got married. It was like May, so like the middle part of 2025. And I'll never forget, the priest, as the service was going on, was basically saying that him and his wife did not need each other to feel fulfilled because they were already fulfilled in the Lord. And I thought that was very beautiful, because then you really think about what he's saying is like, because they already are filled full within themselves, they're able to give to others, especially themselves. They don't need to feel fulfillment from the other person, right? And that's something that I think and actually kind of what started the whole process of, I want to find people, and I just tell people, like, I want to find people who actually like me. And I think that's very hard in this day and age, because it seems like every relationship has kind of an ulterior motive. Things are transactional. No one's just doing things just because, it just feels good, or you really enjoy the person's company or anything. So it's tough out here, man. Just kind of like the fourth resolution I have is also just financial stability, because my finances have always just kind of been everywhere. Even though I do work and I'm in school, it's just always just kind of been everywhere. And I want to really fix that. And that's kind of just even having that financial stability to give me more opportunities in my life. So like travel, or maybe get new things for the channel or whatever, right? I mean, I was able to kind of secure this new table, so that's good. So we're improving with that. But I think the fifth resolution is really and truthfully just to be happy. I think that's something that I've always struggled with my entire life. Just the concept of happiness and choosing to do for people even though it makes me unhappy. And then when I am happy, feeling selfish for really enjoying what I'm doing. I mean, there's so many examples of that, especially from family. I feel like a lot of times, even when you deal with family, sometimes the things that you do really aren't validated or seen as serious. So for example, track and field. Like, there were some people in my family that didn't even know I was running track at LSU. And when they found out, they really didn't even care. But the minute I end up getting 2 championship rings, they want to take pictures and stuff of the ring and tell their friends. So it's stuff like that that I've experienced, but it's definitely something that I'm really trying to stick away from or stray away from. And I really just want to be happy, unselfishly happy for myself. And that's something that I really am planning to make more of an opportunity for. And that's even like going out and traveling and going to spaces that I really enjoy, and just whatever. I mean, even just like sitting down and drinking tea and, making my little tea talk videos, burning some incense and everything. These are things that I enjoy, and these are things that actually truly make me happy. I don't have it right now, but I've actually been working on a Funko collection. I'll probably show that in a later video. I actually have a bunch of them at my desk, but again, the setup at my desk is just so constricted, where you're just not really getting the full vibe, if that makes sense. So you're not getting like all the stuff that I kind of have. And as like time progresses, I'm going to obviously do something with the background as well. But this is kind of like a test, or the second test video, to really see how I do in these like setups and stuff. And the reason why I actually have the table right here is because it's actually next to like my window, so I can open it up and sometimes have like natural lighting. So it just feels like this is like the right setup moving forward, and definitely something that I want to explore more of. But again, all that really coincides with just doing things that make me happy. Like, these are things that make me happy. And it's funny because the other day I actually called my friend, who actually is the one that lives out in California, about my grandfather. And I was actually having a conversation with my grandfather, and he swore up and down that I need to join the military, because he was like, in his words, a person of my qualifications would go in and probably be very high ranking very soon. I'm just like, I'm on the phone telling him like, that's not what I want to do though. Right. And he's, doing, and because he actually was a recruiter in the military as well. So I guess he was kind of tapping into his old recruitment tactics. But again, I just don't want to do that. And that's something that has kind of always been in my family, talking about I need to join the military, this and that. But that's just not what I want to do. That's not something that makes me happy. Sitting down, drinking tea, being productive in other ways, these are things that make me happy. And that's definitely something that I'm going to tap more into this year. And even if things may make me short-term unhappy, that I know are going to make me long-term happy, I think is very important. So for example, like one of my friends, about a week and a half ago, I actually cut her off. But when she reached out to me, I explained to her why I really didn't want to talk to her. You could say from my part it was probably like a bit of like manipulation, because I really wanted her to fight for this friendship, because we were actually friends for quite a long time, I think like 4 or 5 years. So I really wanted her to fight for this friendship, being that, hey, these are things that you did, you're not denying that you did them. If you really care, and if you really see me as a person that you want in your life, then how about you actually show some accountability, apologize or whatever? And she didn't do any of that, right? So I was very unhappy, but I knew deep down it was better just to kind of be unhappy, put it out there, say my piece with it. The other person didn't respond in the way that I really wanted them to or needed them to feel comfortable moving forward with them. And yeah, and so now it just, even though it was a friendship that I still had to walk away from, 4 or 5 years, it was still something long term that I know is going to make me happy and is going to take weight off my brain, as far as, okay, I don't have to worry about keeping this in and not feeling like I'm going to offend someone by by saying something or whatever. It was just better just to get it out there. I know I was kind of like ranting and rambling and stuff like I usually do with these tea talks, but I think overall it's just important for people in general to approach this next phase of life, the year 2026, with a bit of uncanny excitement, and also just kind of like a little bit of mystery, because obviously we don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know what will happen, like even like 10 seconds from now, right? Which the video is going to keep going, by the way, but still, hopefully. But still, I just think it's important for people to really get into the mindset of the present. And I think that's something in our society we don't really take advantage of. I think just how society's set up, we're always worried about the future. We're always worried about grind culture. We got to do X, Y, Z and everything. Sometimes it's just nice just to get a cup of tea. And I mean, I even have it like right here. Enjoy the journey. Hopefully it comes in on the camera. But actually, let me see if it comes in. Hopefully that might work. But just, enjoying the journey, enjoying the present, and just overall just enjoying what is certain. I mean, but that's pretty much for the video, you guys. So definitely leave your guys' resolutions. I'd love to hear them. I think it's very important to have, like I said, I think it's very important to have goals, especially for any new phase of your life, because that kind of gives you a sense of direction. That kind of gives you a target, right? And even if you don't necessarily hit the bullseye, you're still working towards something, and that says a lot to you, instead of just being stagnant and choosing not to do anything. So anyway, that's pretty much my sermon on the mount. Love you guys. I know the video organization is going to be kind of weird, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Stay to the end, like and subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of RT Talks. So love y'all. Peace out.